What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna start on building a layout blind for the Beavertail Phantom layout boat. So I used to have a duck boat and I sold that and I bought 3 of these Beavertail Phantom sneak boats or layout boats. So I'm gonna build some layout blinds for them, pop open doors and everything, and I'm gonna show you guys how I'm going to do it. I'm not an electrician, so I don't bend conduit every day, but I think I can figure it out and learn a few things from YouTube videos on how to bend conduit, and I think it's going to turn out pretty sweet. So check this video out, see what you think. The Beavertail Phantoms are only 399 bucks, and I was able to order them from Sportsman's Warehouse online, and they ship to the store that's like 20 minutes from the house within like 7 days. So it's pretty easy to get them and pretty cheap. So check it out. We'll see how this works out. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, so pretty much what I'm going to figure out here is how I want the doors, how big I want them to be. So I want them to come, you know, about like this right here, up tight here, and I want to be able to pull my feet out if I had to. So what I did is I measured from about this spot right here down to right about in here, measured right about like that, and I came up with what I wanted was 40 inches. So my doors will connect right here and here to some little brackets, and they'll close up. And then right on the feet, I'll have another bar that comes over, and I'll have wire and all the raffia grass connected. So the other thing I did is I measured across here, so about 28 inches across. So split in half would be 14 inches. So the doors need to be about 14 inches, come in 14 inches. And then down here, it's about 24 inches, so 12 inches in is how far the door will come. So the doors will actually kind of be angled. They'll be about 14 inches wide here, down to 12 inches there. And then the other thing I did is I measured about how high I want them. So I'm going to put a 45 on them, 45 degree angle, kind of like that. So I came up with about 3 inches there, and they'll meet up right about in the middle. So the door will be shaped kind of like that right there. So I'm going to bend them with the conduit bender and see what we come up with. There's my 2 doors there, and they will come up about like that together. It'll be sitting on here. It's going to be kind of hard to do, but they'll end up sitting on here about like that. So definitely get more conduit than you need, because bending them is going to be pretty tough to figure out. But once you get it kind of figured out and you get one built, You can do the exact same thing on the other one. You just got to make sure you do it backwards because they're not totally the same. But I think they're going to be pretty sweet here. So what I'm going to work on here, I'm going to build some little brackets kind of like this out of these. These are like some little zinc plated strong tie deals that I got from Home Depot. So I'm going to cut them into pieces and bend them kind of like that and drill some holes in it. And then my blind piece, I'll drill some holes in it like that to where that can go down into here, and then the pin will go through here, through the pole and out the other side, and then lock. So when you're paddling, you can take your doors off, and then when you get to your spot and you're ready to hunt, you can easily just put them down, put your pin in, and go from there. So the pin, here's one of the pins right here. It's like a 1/4 inch. This is a 1/4 inch. And I'm gonna start building some brackets, and then the brackets will screw down into the top here. Alright, so I got these cut into little chunks, and I'm measuring it. They're 3 inches, so I'm measuring it into thirds and marking it. And then that is, I'm going to take my little, I tried to bend one. It didn't turn out too great. It's a little lopsided, so I'm going to take my little grinder and just cut it. Do a little tiny cut right on that line to give it something to bend on. I think they're going to bend a lot more uniform. So this one still works. The conduit still fits in there, but I'd like them a little more uniform than that. That's kind of lame looking. But so these little short pieces are too short. So these ones were 3. So I cut some 4 inchers. I'm going to do the same bends so this little area is taller, so the pipe has more room to swivel. So these are junked. Bending these is extremely hard without a vise. So what I'm doing is just using this piece of steel I got and clamping it on there. And if you had a vise, this would be 10 times easier. This is not the ideal way of doing this, but it's what I got, so we're making it work. And there you go. There's your bracket.
And let me tell you about kids with an app to manage chores and send money. Plus, we get notifications and keep tabs on his spending. So when Noah saved up the surprises...
I'm going to use some 3M marine adhesive to put... When I put these screws into the boat, I need to drill 2 little holes right here. These holes are already done, and the pins fit through there. The blind doors go inside here and it goes all the way through. So I need to do 2 little holes right there and there so I can screw into... I'm going to screw right into the side here, like this, and they'll screw right in there. And then some marine sealant underneath there so water doesn't get in there. Here's the doors on right here. And what I did is I took and put my little brackets on there, used some sealant and 2 stainless steel screws. So I got the front bar bent, and that'll kind of cover the feet there. So the doors are done, and then that front bar will connect the same way with little brackets, those little brackets that I built, and it'll go right into there, and I'll bolt through there. I got some little like quarter inch bolts. So once I get that fastened on, then we'll build the doors with wire. We'll put wire over that, and we'll get wire on the back so we can get raffia grass. I just got my raffia grass too, so stay tuned. Still going. So we've got this wire fencing material. What I'm going to do is cut it and fit it to the doors and the front of the boat, the frame I made, and then we'll probably zip tie it to it and zip tie some other stuff on there before we get the raffia grass on there. All right, so we got all the wire zip tied on there, and then we got all the frame and the wire painted, and we got wire back here on the back too. So there's the whole overview. Now what we're gonna do is put some other geogrid matting onto the wire and zip tie it on, and then we'll start with our raffia grass. All right, so this is geogrid, and it comes in this giant roll. I got it from work years ago. It's more of like an industrial mat, but you can buy stuff that's similar to this at like Home Depot, that comes in rolls, smaller rolls. But I'm gonna take this here and cut it out. I'm gonna cut it out around the doors, and then I'll cut it and put it on the front and the back, the little back hatch section, and that's what I'll attach the raffia grass to, and it'll kind of give us a little more cover too in there, darken things up a little bit. So we're on our way. All right, so got the geogrid all on there. That's a little bit of raffia grass. I'm just testing out a couple ideas how I'm gonna attach it to it, but I got the mesh all on there on the back part. The back part still is all independent, so it can come off. It'll just have all the grass attached to it. So we've got our raffia grass, different colors, green, tan, this reddish kind of color. And the place I got it from is called jstern.com. So you can get the Avery grass for like $70 for a 5-pound bundle, but from this J Stern place you can get an 11-pound bundle for $79.99. So really good deal, better deal than you can get from the duck hunting brands actually, but it looks pretty good. We'll see how it looks, and then I can always, if I want to darken it up, I can always spray really lightly a little bit of flat black spray paint on it to darken it up. So I'm going to start attaching it, and before you know it, we'll have a fully grassed up layout boat. So check it out. We got Matthias helping us today. We got 3 boats to finish here. So we're just kind of going to show you how we're attaching the raffia grass. Comes in big bundles like this, and all these different colors. But so all we're doing is he's got his bundle down here that he's cutting off of, and you don't need a whole lot at a time, just a little piece like that, and a zip tie right to the webbing with the zip tie. Just like that. And cutting the zip tie off and frilling it out a little bit, and that's it. So we're going to do it with this base color all the way around, and then we'll start putting in our greens and tans and browns and stuff. So we got 3 boats to finish today. We're going to see if we can get it done. All right, here's the finished product right here. Looks pretty good. All grassed up, took a long time, but I hit it with a little flat black spray paint to give it a little darker color, and we're good to go. So we got 2 more boats to do, and we'll be hunting. We are in the marsh hunting. This is the boat blind set up.
What's that?
Just talking to the camera. So here it is set up. These things are pretty stable. I'm standing up right now, and Neil's right over there. Right there, you can see the front. He's up in there, and Matthias is up over there, but we're straight super hidden in here. There's our decoy spread right over there with a little jerk rig action. Thanks for watching this video. It's the Beavertail Phantom, and we built the blinds and grassed them up. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll be doing a lot more duck hunting videos this year, hopefully, and I really think we're gonna kill them pretty good out of these layout boats. So we'll give you some reviews of the boats here once we hunt out of them, and maybe you guys can pick some of them up too. All right, see you later.